Probably.
I will say, like, the one aspect about this is I do not enjoy setting up for this.
Dude, why is it actually so annoying? Like, I get, like, we don't have to do that much to set up, but, like, still, like, I have to, like, grab my microphone, grab my computer charger, like, get it set in the right spot, like,
Mm-hmm.
do all these things, and, like, yeah, I get it, it's not that big of a deal, but, like, I do wish I could just, like, sit here. And I could, like, I have my office, which is where I, like, was recording before, but I really like being out here at the table because the lighting is just so much better and it's just bright out.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
So
It's like I wish I just had like one spot where all this stuff I could just have it sitting there always ready to go. But it's like
mhm,
I have to like set up this light, which is leaning against my desk in bed
mhm. Yeah,
because
like, it's not, like, just set up perfect. Well, and then
yeah.
I went to grab my light, I guess, is broken now, so that's cool.
um, and then like I don't have like a real stand for my computer, so I have like this box that held my microphone that I put it on top of, and then like because I don't have like a stand for this, I'm not gonna hold it. I have like a box with a book and then like my Aura Ring um thing
Oh my
on
god,
it.
you have an Oura Ring? I didn't know that. Go off.
Yeah, I don't wear it
Me
really.
too.
I kind of stopped
Oh,
wearing rings, so that's probably why. Um, I don't know why I stopped wearing rings. I kind of just like one day didn't wear them, and I was like, oh, it's kind of nice.
I feel like I go through those phases too. But it's actually funny that, like, we both have, like, similar, like, struggles with setup because, like, sometimes I have to do that too, like, grab random boxes or,
I
like,
know, dude.
move chairs around or, like, do all this stuff, and, like, I guess maybe it's a good thing Justin's not on the pod because he would literally just be like, "Yeah, I just opened my computer." Like, he would say something dumb because he literally does actually just do that, like,
Yeah, because I don't think his computer is like level. I think the computer's like looking
no.
up more towards him. And
Yeah, like, I don't think he, like, tries to adjust anything.
I
Which
mean,
is fine, I
yeah,
mean, he's here, but it's just funny.
nothing will be as bad as Jeremy just setting his phone like
Mm,
under him basically. And it was like, bro,
we
what
were
are
like,
you doing?
"We don't wanna see that," like
It's like it's not even about like okay, obviously we don't want to see that, but it's more like like if you were on an interview, you're not gonna set up your phone like that or
yeah,
something.
like,
So
we're
it's just
literally,
like
like, recording
we're recording to
something
go
that's gonna
out
go
there.
on the internet, like,
Yeah,
not
I
just
mean, shoot,
chatting with friends.
probably a lot of people would see that and like it'd probably bring a lot of eyes to it, but same time it'd be like, what is this? Like,
Yeah,
what?
everyone would be like, "What's going on?"
Um,
Yeah.
oh, I just got hit. I just got hit with a wave of like tiredness. Oh my god.
I just got, like, a pounding headache, so I'm really hoping I got a Diet Coke today, which I've been off of my soda grind, which is probably, like, a good thing, but I
Mm-hmm.
got a Diet Coke, so I'm like, "Please cure my headache."
Diet Coke helps with headaches.
I think it does sometimes, like, it depends.
I feel like it would make it worse, but I don't know. Maybe not.
Like, if I get, like, a really, really bad headache, like, a Diet Coke and, like, fries or, like, something like, it just helps. I don't know, maybe it's, like, the salty?
Interesting. I guess I've never really thought of like remedies for a headache in terms of food or drinks, but I would not think salty, unhealthy food would be it, but maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't know, sometimes it just helps. Well, and, like, the caffeine, I guess, maybe?
Yeah.
Might help. I don't know. I'm wondering if I got a headache though because, like, it is so nice. Is it really nice in New York right now?
I mean, it's really cold, but it's really nice out.
God, it's literally hot today. It was, like, I think, like, almost 78. Like, it's, like,
Damn.
and I know that's not that hot, but, like,
It's
when you're
pretty
going
warm.
from, like, last week when it was, like, 42 or something and now it's, like, 78, it just feels so much warmer. And so it's hot, but I'm excited because with what is it, like, the daylight savings and everything, it'll still be, like, light out, so I'm gonna go for a walk at
Oh
our
yeah,
favorite
dude.
time of the day where it's, like, starting to cool down, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's hoodie shorts weather. I keep going like, I've been driving and I'm like, "It's hoodie shorts weather, let's go." Like
Yeah, we're not there yet here, but it is light out right now, which is such a nice like it's so nice leaving
yeah.
work and it's not dark. And I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
still have the rest of the day. And that's the one
I'm just,
thing
like,
about
so
summer
much
that I enjoy the
happier.
most.
Yeah,
That
like,
is
I'm
true.
happy. Like, I don't think I ever realized like, so many people talk about, like, winter depression and seasonal depression and all that stuff, and, like, I'm just always like maybe it's because I've, like, grown up in Oregon and lived in Oregon my entire life, but I've always been like, "Oh, like, it doesn't really affect me that much." But
Mhm.
then the second we have, like, weather like today, I'm like, "Oh, it definitely does affect me." I just, like, don't really realize it because I'm just so used to that happening every year, but, ugh, it makes such a difference, the weather and the light, and it just I'm so happy.
That is very true because, like, I don't really care what the weather is, I just as long as it's not dark at 5 o'clock. Like,
Literally.
I don't love the summer, especially in New York, like, in, like, California and Oregon, like, the summer's great, but in New York, it sucks because of how humid it is, but it doesn't get dark till, like, 9. So if you do have a day where it's not super humid, but it's kinda nice out, it's a
Mhm.
little warm, maybe, like, in the 80s or something like that, and then in the evening, it cools down, like, going for a
So
walk or going for a
nice.
bike ride after work is so nice because it's like and your day feels longer. Like
So long. Like, I literally feel like I can do so much. Like, I can conquer the world. Like,
no, truly.
when it stays light out, I'm like, "I can do so much today." Like, but the second it gets dark in the winter, I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm done," and it's, like, 4 o'clock.
No, literally, like, oh, I mean, one of the biggest complaints I have just in life is how little time there is in the day to do stuff, and
Valid.
especially when you spend, like, 8 or 9 hours at a job, and so I was just like I'll complain to Quinn
And
all the
then
time, like,
so many hours of sleep too, which you don't
yeah,
really
yeah.
do, but
Well, I mean, I still sleep, but it's not like I'm not sleeping, like, 10 hours or, like, 8 hours or something like that, um,
yeah.
which I
I
should
need a
be,
lot of
but
sleep.
yeah, I can function with little, but I complained to him because 'cause I'm just like, "Dude," like, I'll get home and then it's dark out, 6:45 or whatever, and then, like, I have to work on stuff, and then it's just like, before you know it, it's 11 o'clock, and then it's like, "Okay, time to wind
Mhm.
down," but then you still want time for yourself a little bit too, so
Yeah.
it's
It's
tough.
crazy too because, like, I didn't really think about this and haven't thought about it for a long time, but now that there's, like, little kids in our life, like, I don't realize how little time they have outside of school when they're young too, like, how little time
'Cause
you
they
get
also
to
go to
spend
bed
with
at, like,
them.
7.
No, literally, like, these kids so, like, Keaton's niece, she gets out of school at 3:30, and so by the time you get her home, like, unpack everything, like, unwind from the day, it's practically time for dinner, and then after that, it's like, okay, bath and ready for bed and all that stuff. It's like, you pretty much get, like, a couple hours with these kids, like, it's
Yeah,
kinda crazy if you think about it, and I just don't think I really realized it since there wasn't those little kids in our life, but now that, like, they are, I'm like, "Whoa," like, the evenings are just so short for those little kids, like, they don't have much.
it's not even just little kids, it's like, I think, like, middle schoolers, high schoolers, like, I realize now that, like, we're out in the real world, that
Mm,
I still find time basically every day for myself to, like, do something that I enjoy.
mhm,
Um, I mean, that could just be, like, watching a TV show or watching a movie or, like, part of a movie or something like that while you're eating food or something like that. Or, like, winding down at night or even, like, going for a walk, going for a bike ride or something. But in high school, it was like you wake up at 6:30 or 7 or something, and then you go to school, you're there till 3:50 or something, and then it's like you have soccer practice, you have basketball practice right afterwards, 2 hours. You
yeah,
also have homework, so then you immediately go home, shower, eat, do homework till 10, 11, maybe sometimes midnight. I used to think staying up till 1 AM was, like, crazy back in the day,
yeah,
where now it's literally every like, now if I'm going to bed at 1 AM, it's, like, early. Like, I
mhm.
went to bed last night at, like, 1:15, and I was like, "Oh, damn, it's early tonight."
No, actually, I was thinking about that last night because I was texting you and it was, like, 10:30 and you were, like, responding, I was like, "Geez."
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a every podcast we bring something like that up, um,
Yeah.
but yeah, there you really but, like, in the moment, I was like, "Oh, school sucks," but you're with your friends all the time, but it's like you kind of
Yeah.
were like in a pattern just all the time, and
Mhm.
like I never really complained about the pattern because I don't know why, but like now it's like I'm like I really enjoy the time where I can kind of just chill.
Yeah, I definitely prefer, like, not being in school just because, like, I love, like, being able to, like in the evenings, like, I'm just like, I love being able to be done and, like, be done. Like, if
Hmm.
I'm going to work and I'm done with my shift or whatever, like, okay, I get to go choose what I wanna do. Like, if friends are like, "Let's go out for a drink," I'm like, "Yeah." Or, like Keaton today, he was like, "Let's do something after work, like, let's go for a walk," and I'm like, "Yes, like, let's do it." Like, I do love having that, like, freedom and stuff, but it is weird that you, like, bring up high school and everything because like, it just didn't seem like an issue. But I
Oh
think it was,
yeah,
like, we found it fun because of how much time we got to spend with friends and, like, we both had, like, great people, like, around us, and so it, like, just made it a super fun experience, but it
Courtney
is
bullied me in
crazy.
high school, guys. We were not
What?
friends.
I did not. I literally did
Don't surround yourself with people like Courtney.
I literally did not. Like,
If Justin
what?
was on the pod right now, he would tell me that I was the bully.
Yes, like, Seb was the bully. For real.
Nah.
Wasn't me.
Um,
That's nice.
yeah, I
Gosh.
think we just didn't know any better. And then you get to college, and
Yeah.
it's like college is freaking amazing, bro.
Oh my god.
Like,
College is crazy. Like,
oh man,
I do miss college, and at first, I thought I wouldn't miss it, like, I was like, "Yes, like, finally," and I think it's just, like, the stress of, like, homework that I didn't like,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I would get so anxious about things and, like, tests and all of that stuff, like, it was just a lot, but, like, the freedom and, like, there's nothing better than spring term at U of O, like,
dude.
walking to class, like,
Unless you have
I just
allergies.
Literally, like, you better be on your allergy pills, but, like, it was so fun just, like, after class being like, "What are we doing?" Like, "Where are we going?" Like and it was, like, usually something so simple, like, "Let's go meet at this, like, spot," or whatever, but just, like, the walk, like, I don't
Oh,
know,
dude.
like, it's just such a different vibe, and
And
I
like
miss that, like, it was so fun.
Being at the EMU when everyone's out and about, everyone's like on the grass and
Yes.
stuff, and it's just
Everyone,
the
like,
vibe is
everyone
so
is just
nice.
doing stuff, like it is so fun, and, like, I get we can do that now, but it's just it definitely is different because not everyone has that freedom, whereas, like, when we were in college, everyone or almost everyone had that freedom of, like, "Oh, like, I'm done with class, like, let's go do something," like and it would be,
Yeah,
like,
dude.
noon,
And then like
so you
we'd
had,
go
like, the whole day.
and then we'd like go to the bars on like a Wednesday. Like
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday, go to the bars. Thursday be like dollars at
Yeah.
Taylor's, and then Friday, obviously you go out. Saturday maybe
Yeah.
if you could like if you weren't super hungover or whatever. But dude, like and then like Saturday there'd be like a football game or something like if it's in the fall. And
Yeah,
so
like,
then
there
like
was
everyone gets ready for
always
that.
something to do, always.
Oh man.
And I think it was just fun it was probably the most fun just because, like, we all lived so close together, so, like, even if there wasn't something going on, just, like, walking to your friend's house and just,
Oh
like,
yeah.
showing up and, like you did every day. Uh, but it was so fun, like, I miss that so much, and I can't remember, but I even said something I know we talked about this and overshared, but I said this to someone the other day, I was like, "God, like, I just, like, wish, like" I was telling them something about you, and I was like, "I wish we lived in, like, the same apartment complex still, like, just a floor away, so we could
Mhm.
just, like, walk down," but I can't remember what I was saying, but it was just such a vibe, like, it was so
Dude.
fun!
It was
I
just
miss
so
it.
so easy to just like if you were busy, I could just hit up whoever or like I'd hang out with your roommates or something or
Yeah, like
whatever. It was just such a vibe. We're like, all right, Aramis, what are you doing? Like, come over, and or like
mhm.
Justin be like, all right, I get off at class at 3, then like I'll come over and we'll do something.
Yeah.
I was telling Justin like my favorite because I mean like yes, you hosted a lot and you hosted for me a lot, but I also
Yeah.
hosted quite a bit at my place as well. Um,
Yeah, I'd say not nearly as much as I did,
no,
but
I think yours were like the bigger party pre-games. So
yeah.
if it was like my birthday or like just something like
Or just a
Ava's, just
weekend that you
or
were like,
just a
"I wanna
regular
have
Wednesday
something."
night.
Yeah.
But I definitely did host quite a bit. Because dude, we got a ton of people in my place sometimes.
Yeah,
It was kind
you
of wild.
did, just, like Yeah, it was mainly mine.
But if you were, because like you weren't always wanting to go out either. So, but I remember
Yeah.
like I was telling Justin like my favorite nights were, or like this was like my perfect day. Like let's say it's Friday. Usually Friday I would have like one class, if at all.
If at all. Yeah, it's
Um,
like,
and
really? I didn't think you
if it was
would.
one class on Friday, it would be like a noon class, and it was always
Mhm.
like a design class that it was like a 2.5 hour class, but it was usually like a pretty simple, easy design class. Go to that. I'd always go like wearing my basketball gear, like my tights and stuff, which I looked like
Uh,
a complete douche.
mm,
Um, with my Oregon Duck backpack. From there, I would go straight to the gym. I'd play basketball from like 3 to 6 o'clock. Um, Keaton would sometimes show up. I'd cook him, dunk on him, whatever, cross his
mhm,
ankles up.
mhm.
Could never beat me. Could never beat me.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, uh,
yeah.
I'm being dead ass too. Like I'm better than Keaton.
No, I think you are, but it would be
um,
funny to see you guys play now because he still plays every like, twice a week at least.
yeah, I play quite a bit too, but I know I'm better than him.
No, I mean,
Um,
you've always been, like, really good at basketball, so
yeah, I know.
that was, like, something that I was
Just
being
gonna
nice to you
take
about.
that,
You
put it in my pocket. All right.
and this is why, everyone, I don't want to compliment Seb because it's too
uh,
much.
but I would go play. There was sometimes I would know the dude, sometimes I wouldn't, whatever. Uh, then Justin would a lot of times be studying at the EMU. And the EMU at Oregon was like basically
Shocker.
the big place where everyone would hang out, and it was like where there were like tutors, there were like food,
Yeah,
there was like study rooms, there was
you
like
could guarantee to see, um, Justin studying at the EMU. You could
or quote
guarantee
unquote studying.
Yeah, you could guarantee to see Hyde wandering around the EMU
Yeah.
as if he just, like, showed up, but he probably was, like, walking laps for, like, hours,
Oh,
like,
dude,
waiting
yeah.
for someone to show up, and then you could always guarantee to find Seb at the EMU, probably going to get something to eat, because, I mean, let's be real, the food was bomb, but
And I would always
that's
go
where
there
you
to
could find
study, but never
each of you
really
guys.
study.
It's like yeah.
um, yeah, Haig was always there with his computer science friends or with us, and then Justin was always there, sometimes with Allie and stuff like that. And then, um, but anyways, so I'd get back from the gym, I'd text Justin or whatever. He'd be at the MU. I'd meet up with him. I would grab like Chipotle or something, or like Joe's Burger. We'd eat, and then I always had my bike. So Justin would always have to
Mm.
walk next to me as I rode my bike. But then we'd go
Which
back
is,
to
like,
my
kinda
apartment.
crazy, like, why did you have a bike for
I mean, it was like the clutchest thing ever.
I know, but, like, you didn't live far.
No, that. Well, I used it because I had some classes off campus, and it was nice for that.
Uh,
Um, but then we go back to my place. Uh, I This is probably around like 7. I'd shower. Justin would just play Xbox. I'd shower, get ready, and then I would be like, okay, people come over around like 9 or 9:30 for a pregame. Allie would text me at like 7:30. She's like, "Bro, are you ready?" I'm like, "I just got home." She's like, "You can come over if you want." And so
wait,
she's
which is,
completely
like,
ready to go to the
actually
bars.
crazy. Yeah,
It was
that's,
so
like,
funny though.
crazy for a girl.
She was always just like, "I'm just excited. I'm just ready." I'm just like, "Bro." So then she'd come over and she's like, "Oh, we took a shot." I'm just like, "Okay." Like people are gonna be here for another 2 hours. So then she'd
Yeah.
come over, hang out. I would finish getting ready, and then people would start coming over. We'd start like drinking and stuff, and then we get like I don't know, like 25, 30 people in there sometimes, or we'd get like fucking 6. You never know. Um,
Well,
and then we go out, and that was just like the most elite day. It was just so fun.
yeah, no, I just miss it all. It was so easy and
Yeah,
so simple. But I do love, like, just, like, the freedom too of being an adult, like, there's the stress of, like, bills and money, but, like, it is kinda fun, like, we're like, "Oh, like, you can do whatever you want, like, you don't." I mean, some jobs, like, you have to, like, bring it home and, like, work on stuff, but, like, at least luckily for me, I don't. So,
yeah, same. I definitely bring the
it's kinda
stress
nice.
back sometimes, but I don't bring the job back.
Yeah, no, I feel like, yeah, that's hard not to do, but it is fun. Like, there's just, like, more freedom, even more freedom
Mhm.
within being an adult, but it's not as, like, simple as, like, college was.
Because, like, college, high school, I was having everything, like, paid for me. It was just like,
No, exactly, like, we were so lucky.
in college, my mom, like, because you had, like, your duck card and you could put, like, money on it. So
Mm,
mom put money on it, and basically, with the amount of money on it, I could buy, like, 1 meal at the EMU every single day for the whole
yeah.
month, basically, with
Oh,
the amount
yeah.
I think she put on, like, 200 for the month. So it's, like, a
Yeah.
$10 every day or whatever, so I just go, like, Panda or Chipotle or whatever, just spend the $10 for lunch, but then I also had the points where I could go to the cafeteria. So
I
it was, like, the
know.
only time I was spending money is when, like, you and I wanted to go, like, Sweet Basil or
And you literally every time
Caspian's.
too, you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, do you wanna buy it?" And I was like, "No, I don't." You're, like, so
Um,
annoying.
but yeah,
Um,
dude.
no, but yeah, it was, like, so much easier with that, like, financial
Mhm.
freedom. We're very lucky to have that because not everyone does, but
Yeah.
it did make it just such a good time, and I do miss it.
Oh, yeah, it's so good, so good.
Mhm.
Um, well, guys, welcome back to Second String Experts,
Oh,
episode
by the way, it's a sports podcast.
57. Um, and yeah, yeah. Well, we talked about I talked about, like, playing basketball, going to the gym, beating
There were
Keaton.
sports in there.
Yeah.
If you listen.
Um, yeah, Justin is not here today,
Hmm.
and, that's okay.
Well, and you know what? It's a little bit weird because Justin's not here, and I didn't see this in the group chat, and I also didn't see a PTO request form sent in the chat because he wasn't gonna be here. So
Oop, deducted.
sorry. Sorry.
D&D is required, and that will be
Okay,
deducted
I'm
from your pay
uh,
for that 2 seconds, that
we're good.
distraction, thank you.
I'm
So
on
that will be, like,
now.
5 cents.
No, I'm on it now, and yeah, like, it's interesting because every time I say I can't make it, Um, even if, like, you guys could maybe, like, be a little bit more flexible and try and do a different day,
How do I
you guys are
mute
like,
this person?
"Oh, what? That's so mean. Oh my god. I quit. I hate it here. Not
I'm
having a
just
good
kidding.
time."
I'm just a baby.
Just a baby. No, but I'm like, every time I say I can't make it, or I'm like, "Oh, what about this time?" You guys are like, "No, won't work, no." And then, like, I say I can't come, and then it's immediately, "Oh, you're gonna need to fill out this form, geez," like, or Justin will just say something crazy like, "Oh, me when I'm schizophrenic," and I'm like, "Bro, what?" Like,
Doesn't even make sense.
I'm like, "You guys." It's just so annoying, and then crickets, crickets, crickets. Justin doesn't say on the group chat that he can't make it. You tell me in the group chat that he can't make it. And then, again, no form, nothing.
Well, we were
So
on the
I'm just saying, like, I'm not loving these like double standards here.
yeah,
Oh,
I just marked that because I'm gonna cut that out.
that's so mean. So I have to put up with this, and then you just like cut out all the bad stuff, literally make me look like psycho. And
No, I'm just gonna cut out the part what I just said.
what if, like, on these episodes when I just, like, go off, like, you went back in and edited, like, your version, and so it was like, "I'm so sorry, Courtney," like, you, like, made it sound like I was just, like, still coming at you, but you were, like, so nice.
Oh my god, just, like, deep fake it with AI.
Mhm.
It's like you just, like, going off and screaming, and we're just like, "Yo, what?" Like,
Yeah, you guys are like, "Oh, we didn't mean to," like, "It's okay," like, just being so ni
get the
that'd
whole
be
world
so
against you.
that would be really bad. But anyways, I just want everyone who listens to know that there is 1,000,000% double standard in our crew, whatever this is, whatever we are in this.
In the pod squad.
Ew.
It's like vlog squad, but pod squad.
Yeah. Anyways, in this little group of ours,
No,
I
Justin
am
had called me 2
constantly
days
being
ago.
bullied, and
Courtney was the
this is
bully in high
enough.
school. Courtney
What?
was a mean girl in high school, guys.
I was not a mean girl.
Yeah, okay.
I actually wasn't. Like, I don't know why you say that. I wasn't mean. I mean, like,
No,
I had like girl drama, but like, who didn't?
yeah, no, I think you would like be categorized like in the group that would be the mean girls, but you yourself are not a mean girl.
Yeah, I'm not mean.
Yeah, I was a
That
mean
was
guy.
that was so convincing, Zeb. Thanks. Jesus.
I didn't really know her that well.
You were a bully. Like, you were like a little mean.
What?
Hmm.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I kind of was, but
Like,
definitely.
honestly, like, just like kind of like douchey. Like,
Well, yeah, you literally said your first thoughts of me were just I was a douche.
yeah, that's
And I
true.
don't think that really changed ever, but
No.
it's like, oh, now it's like a dude that I like, but still douche.
Yeah, if anyone asks, he's still a douche.
Which is
No,
just
you weren't like mean, but like, yeah, you were just like a little, like a little bit, I guess. I don't know.
no, I think I for sure was a little bit mean. Not to you or anything like that, but
No.
um
I feel like I really was like not mean though.
I had a reputation to hold.
That you set for yourself or
People thought of me as like,
oh, did they?
I just found a photo. I was I was like a Snapchat memory.
Wait, you were also
It's
gonna say something else and you didn't.
oh yeah, I was. 1 second. Um I just keep seeing screenshots of Michael Rappaport eating the plate.
Bro.
This was a memory
That's-
from when I was in Kansas on a bus, and I was like at the top of the bus. So this is me. I don't know if you can read what it says.
Everyone, oh my God, you're too much.
So I wrote, "Everyone bow down to me, your god slash goat."
Yeah, like this ego that you've had, like that's just always been you. And I'm not sure why.
It's not like a crazy ego. It's just like,
Mm, don't
yeah,
know
chat.
about
I don't know how
that.
to defend myself here. Um, no, I was gonna say was Justin had called me like 2 days ago, and he called me. He said, "I was gonna ask you if it was okay if I missed this week's podcast." That's what he said, and I was just like, "That's not okay." But
Mm.
then because he's like I really need to lock in and study. He's like I have not been good at that, and so I was like yes, that's fine. It's crazy that you're calling me to ask for permission,
I
but
just feel like he didn't get enough heat. Like,
well, he called me 2 days in advance. He asked me, and I was like, okay, this is gracious. He filled out the form. I didn't have to text it to him because he called me, so it was all good.
you're also just like proving my point even more as to like why Justin and I get stressed about the podcast because we like literally like, oh my God, like Seb's gonna get mad at us.
No,
Like,
that's the crazy thing. Is like I don't legit get mad at you guys, but you guys act like I get mad, and like you're like actually call me. You're like, oh my god, I feel so bad if I miss it, and I'm like, is it
yeah.
like have we recreated this bad environment? Like
I've been
I'm
saying
not
that for
legit. I'm
so
not legit
long.
annoyed, but you guys feel bad if you can't make it because then you're like you feel like you're letting me down or something. At least that's what it feels like to
Well,
me.
I just think like we all are like definitely like very committed to the podcast. And I think like
Well,
it's one what?
I'm just kidding.
I think it's one thing if it was just like a podcast that only one of us did, like then we're not like it's not affecting any of the other people doing it. But like the fact that like we're all like trying to commit every week to doing it, I do think like at least it makes me feel bad and probably Justin too, like if we can't make it. And especially if it's last minute, because like it is hard to like change plans. But I'm just saying Justin deserves more heat because I always get the heat.
Well, if Justin misses 2 weeks in a row, then
No, No, because there's been times I haven't missed 2 weeks in a row, just 1 week. So,
But
no.
I've given Justin heat too in the past.
I don't think so. Like,
Dude, like one of the first
literally?
episodes, I
No,
literally wrote
no.
like, "Oh, Justin's gone." Yeah, you can go back and read the description because I remember you said,
I
"Oh, this
want
is
you to
funny."
go back to every single episode and compare. How many times did Justin get heat? How many times did Courtney get heat?
How many times did Justin miss it, and how many times did Courtney miss it?
Okay, but, like, how
Mm-hmm.
many times do I get heat? Like, I get heat so
No, 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 no.
much.
Yeah, but because how many times have you missed compared to
But
Justin?
I also get it not even for missing it. Like, I'm just constantly, like, the
You get
one that's
heat
picked
even when you
on.
show up. It's like,
No,
oh wow, look who's here.
literally, like, last week, I came on and was, like, so mad, and, like, you did apologize, and you were like, "Yeah, okay, like, not cool, whatever." Justin still, by the end of the episode, was like, "Oh, me when I'm schizophrenic, me blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, I'm actually gonna lose it. I'm
Yeah,
going to lose it.
Justin holds on to those things for quite a while. Like he owed Quinn $5 for like 2 years, and Justin's like, "I have the upper hand." He's like, "I'm never gonna give that money to you." And Quinn's like, "What the
Oh
hell, bro?"
my god. Yeah. I don't know. I am, like, pretty much joking, but I do think that, um, next time Justin calls out, like, I better see a PTO form in that group chat or I'm gonna be pissed.
Maybe he just called me and I was in a good mood at the time. I don't know.
So then anytime I tell you I'm not going, you're just in a bad mood.
Yeah,
Like, "Yep,
cool,
yep."
cool, 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 cool.
Cool.
At
Okay.
least we know where I stand.
Love
Courtney,
that.
you're walking on eggshells every day.
No, I mean, honestly, like, to to my defense, like, or I guess to your defense, like, I do, I am pretty bad on the other podcast. Like, this last week, I came 45 minutes late.
And I'm pretty
So,
lenient with that too.
oh, thanks, boss. I'm pretty lenient with that. Okay,
I
thanks.
allow you to show up to work late.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
don't dock it.
Thanks.
I know that.
Yeah. You did text, so last week you were like, "Show up whenever." Like, you were just like, "Bro, what?"
Because
Sorry.
you were so late, and I was like, anytime now. Especially because we had just said like, oh, I don't want this to take the whole day,
I
and
know.
then it's like, not only was it 45 minutes late, so we basically started at the normal time. It ended up being the longest recording we've done. So it was like by the
Yeah,
end, it was like, all right, well, we stopped at the normal time anyways.
yeah. I feel like overshared should also just be named, like, chaos or something like that. Because for some reason that pod just always ends up, like,
No,
it's good
overshared's
though.
a perfect name for it because it's just like we end up just talking for like way too long. It's just like, all right,
Ever
does anyone really want to listen to this for 3 hours? Like,
Probably not.
apparently.
Probably not, but they do.
Yeah.
So, cool. Okay, cool.
Um,
Well, anyways,
but
this is a sports podcast. We should probably get into some sports. What are we gonna talk about this episode? You said we're
yes,
gonna do a bracket. I keep cutting
yes,
you off, sorry.
double standard's crazy. Um, uh, so I mean, there have been some moves. I don't necessarily need to break a lot of these down because I mean, yeah. I mean, we talked about this kind of on overshared, but Dwight Howard, Courtney.
Sorry.
Um, well, I was
Came up.
realizing, Courtney, just because like I was making some clips the other day, and sometimes I'll like be clipping something, and I'm like, oh, this is good, but then I'll remove you from the clip because you're not paying attention. You're not, or like if you're not talking at all, then sometimes I'm
Mhm,
like, I don't need to have you in it, so I'll
mhm.
like remove you. Same thing with like if Justin's not talking, I'll remove him sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, but then there was one where like like for the first like minute you were just looking down, not paying attention, and then like you had said something towards the end, and I was like, okay, so for a minute she just looks so uninterested, and I just don't like getting the comments that are like, wow, like the girl in the bottom does not look like she wants to be there.
Yeah, because I'm bullied, that's why.
And And I was like, dang. Because then sometimes, because the way Riverside works is like sometimes I can't, like, I can have you in the scene, but then in the next scene, I can't then put you back in it because then like the
Oh,
captions get all messed up. So then a lot of times I'll like have to like export that file without you in it, then have to go back and
yeah,
re-edit it and then put you back in it.
I get
So it just makes
it.
the
Yada
process
yada yada
longer.
yada yada. I get it. Do better. Okay, whatever.
No, so I was gonna
Anyways,
suggest, if
I
possible.
was I was going to
No,
our thing,
yes, I know. But I'm saying is
but I did get distracted for real.
no, no. Okay, stop putting words into my fucking mouth.
You
It's
what?
such a pet peeve. Um, um, that's so funny. You've never really done that, and that's such a pet peeve of mine. And you just did that like 5 times in the last
No,
5 minutes.
I know. And they literally kept interrupting you, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then I just did it like
And then
so
you
many
just
more
kept putting words.
times.
You're like, okay, yeah, I'm not on my phone or whatever. I'm like,
Okay,
no, that's not what
go,
I'm about to
go.
say.
I think I'm gonna shut up.
Is
Go.
I was gonna say maybe maybe is there a way you can have your phone that's more like eye level? Like right now, my phone's right here, as opposed to like
Oh,
right
like you're
here.
saying,
You know
like
what I
set it
mean?
up. Yeah,
Yeah, or just have it so it's like you can kind of look at it, but it doesn't look
yeah.
perfect, perfect, perfect. Um,
No,
or
I
like
can do that.
okay, just so it doesn't look like you're so because I know you're looking at it because I knew you were looking at the thing, but it looks more engaging, I guess.
Okay.
Um, guys, this is what I have to put up with. Just so you know.
We actually fight quite often. That's what it is. No, I don't really know how I'm gonna put my phone, but I'll figure that out. Probably not this episode, but I'll like keep it up above the table though.
Okay, it's more. It's not even about like when we're talking. It's just more like if I'm thinking of like, oh, this can be a good clip, then you don't look engaged, especially if it's just two of us. I'm like, okay.
I know. Well,
Um,
also like part of it, like we've talked about it, like part of it, like you just clipped a lot for overshared. And those conversations, I was so engaged, but when I'm not talking, I just don't look engaged.
no, yeah, you don't.
Like maybe I should go to like acting class so then I could like change my face.
It's more for me. It's like because I had to do this a lot when if there was like bad reception, you're super blurry, or it's like the last part of on Good Time, like there'd be a lot of bad connections, or it'd be like really but it's like she'd say something and then like I couldn't hear her for like 10 seconds and she'd say something else. And so I would have to like just sit there and stare at the camera and pretend like I'm fully aware of what's happening, even though I'm fully not.
Yeah, so I guess I just have to like
Just fake it.
engage more. I don't know, but like I'm like literally I was like so involved in those conversations that you clipped and I look so
Just
uninterested.
sit there and be like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, oh my god. It's like completely at the wrong time. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't
you're
even
just like
add
reacting
up.
like and I'm just like saying like, okay, so I'm about to introduce and you're like
I just
like you
have
just have
all
all
these
these
yeah.
weird it's like okay, none of this makes
Then
sense.
everyone would be commenting like, "What's wrong with her?" Like,
Oh, I actually saw such a funny video
don't know what to
yesterday of this
do.
dude who's like promoting this song, and it's very clear that he's like, "All right, I just turned this song." He like points down, then he like has a little clip of the song playing for 30 seconds,
Mhm.
like into this song, which is my song. Then he's like looking up, and he's sitting there like, he's like head nodding and like doing all these moves, and it just makes no sense to the song. And it's just like, all right, clearly he just put this on top of it. It's just so funny. So
That
that's
is
what it reminded me
funny.
of. What I was gonna say was
Funny, funny.
on Overshared, we had talked about Dwight Howard retiring because
Oh,
he
yes.
found out that he was in the Hall of Fame when he was on a reality TV show. But now
Mhm.
Dwight Howard has officially retired, which is sad that
Mm.
his NBA career didn't last longer. But this guy was a complete freak. And I think the fact that he didn't make the top 75, like all NBA, is insane.
See,
But
I,
this guy
like,
was a
literally love him.
monster. Oh, dude. Like prime Dwight Howard Orlando was just such a fun player to watch.
I just think, like, this kinda goes back to what we talked about a couple weeks ago. What's the guy like again?
Jared McCain.
Yeah. Um, I just feel like when you get to, like know these athletes, like, personalities better
Mhm.
and get to know them, like, outside of, like, a sport or whatever they're doing for their, like, career, like, just literally them, I just become, like, such a big fan of them. Not a huge
Yeah.
fan, obviously, I can't remember that one guy's name for the life of me. I've literally asked you every time when I
Yeah,
bring
I know,
him up.
literally.
But still, like, I'm like, "Okay," like, I support them, and I just think it's so cool, like, following people that way. And then it's even cooler when they're good players.
Yeah,
Anyways,
100%.
I don't really know where else I was going with that, but
Yeah, I do think
I
it's
love
interesting
him.
watching Dwight Howard, like, go to reality TV. Like, a lot of times I don't really love when people do this, but
Mhm.
he has the personality, and it's just like, I don't know, it's like, I'm kinda here for it.
I also just feel like Dwight Howard, like, the way that he was going on it and doing it, like, he was just definitely a genuine person. Like, he even said at the end of the season, he was like, "Yeah, I just, like, thought it would be fun to kinda get away, like, from phones and people and all, like, media and everything and just
Yeah,
make these genuine connections," and that's exactly what he did, and I think it just showed, like, more about his character and who he is, and he's just, like, such a nice human. Like,
yeah,
he was upfront from the beginning too of, like, I mean, for everyone who doesn't know, like, the show is about, like, winning this money, and he was upfront from the beginning of, like, "I don't need to win," like,
I
he
don't
just
need the
honestly
money,
wanted to
yeah.
be there for a good time. Like, he was like, "Let's just have fun," and I think that was a fun way to watch someone like him, because a lot of these athletes, like, do have a lot of money and are fine, like, they don't need to go on these shows, but it's kind of fun to, like, watch them just, like, make these connections with people, so
Y Yeah, and something I always liked about Dwight Howard when he was playing was he was one of those players who always had a smile on his face. He was always
mm.
laughing, having a good time. Because like, that's how I am, and that's how I play, like, I'm a very, like, happy person in general, and when I play,
Oh,
I'm always laughing and making jokes and stuff. Because I mean, partly because I don't take it that seriously, but I still compete. But then, I mean, some of my favorite players are always, like, kinda like that in sports
mm.
in general. Um, and so I always enjoyed the fact that, like, looked like he was always having a good time.
Sorry, my cow just, like, did something really weird, so I was, like, making sure he was okay.
Over here. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Wait, that was so funny because last week, I, like, sent a video to, like, people on Snap I think I sent it to you too, but it was, like, my dog's, like, digging a hole and we're, like, recording, and one of you was like, "Yeah, she just looks so distracted right now." And someone, like, responded and was like, "I'm dying at, like, the background of someone saying, like, you're distracted." Like, it was so funny. Maybe I should go
Yeah.
back to recording in my office where there's, like, no distractions.
Yeah, I will say, like, when I got that video, I was like, "Wait a second," and then I heard myself in the background. I'm like, "This is literally during the podcast."
Yeah, like, I was, like, pretty checked out for part of the week or part of the episode last week,
Yeah.
but I really think I was just, like, so mad, and I just, like yeah, I was really mad, so there was that, but
As Justin would say, "Me when I'm schizophrenic."
mm,
Um,
it's like, "Oh my god."
the other thing I wanted to bring up was the MLB World Classic series
Mm,
and the championship game. So,
mm,
first of all, Julio Rodriguez, who plays for the Mariners, was playing on the Dominican Republic, and he came out and said, "I love the Mariners. They know I give my best every single time I step on the field, but winning a World Baseball Classic would be the top of my list."
mm,
And I think some people didn't take too kindly to this comment, but like, I fully respect it because it's like he's competing for his country. So like, I
mhm,
totally understand how that could be more meaningful than winning with like the team that you play with because you're representing your country. Um, and the Dominican Republic, they were so good in the series, and I honestly I was hoping that they would win it all, and then they lost, but Venezuela made it to the finals
oh, I just
versus
saw that you
USA,
sent that.
and Venezuela beat the Team USA with Eugenio Suarez hitting like a deep hit double that then led them to scoring in the ninth, and then pitching us and shutting us out. So in the ninth, so it was very entertaining, but yeah, Venezuela, good for y'all.
Okay, so this is very interesting because I feel like I know like a decent amount about baseball, not a ton, but like definitely like still learning. But I don't really know much about like the baseball, World Baseball Classic. Like what? Give me some more information.
I
Break it
mean,
down. Break it down.
no.
No, literally that's
Do
what it went
do
to my
do
head.
do 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 do. No 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 no. Only got 4 minutes to save the world.
Okay, just tell me. Tell, tell me about it.
Um. So I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I
Cool.
don't
Okay.
fully understand like how often it happens, but it's basically just like it's almost like the World Cup kind of thing for baseball is what I would assume. So it's like because like players will play in the MLS, but then they'll go compete. Like let's say they're Brazilian, and he's playing for like Seattle Sooners or something like that. Then it's like, oh, he has a chance to represent Brazil in the World Cup. So then he'll go play for Brazil because it's like not during the MLS season. So this is, I think,
Mm.
kind of similar where it's like your country. So it's like people from the U.S. can represent Team USA, and then like if you're from Venezuela, go play for Venezuela. If you're Japanese, you can play for the Japan team. So then they all play against each other, um, kind of like the Olympics for basketball as well. So it's just like every country plays against each other.
Oh. Okay, so it's not even that it's pretty new.
I don't know how new it is.
I think it well, I think what I'm reading wait, I need to do more research, but it's just
It might be an every year thing, honestly, because
no,
Japan Japan won last year.
Can you not? My God, Marco, he's like trying to like walk over.
Shaking the
Stop.
camera.
Okay, I'm just like looking this up because I want to know.
Only got
Margo,
4 minutes to save the world.
um, no.
Everybody.
Okay, it just says it's featuring 20 national teams. Yada yada yada. Every 3 to 4 years, often during MLB spring training, allowing top global players to represent their countries.
Oh, so I guess Japan beat USA in 23. I thought that was last year.
So it says the tournament features 20 teams divided into pools, moving to single elimination, quarterfinals, semifinals, and a final. It features top tier professionals, competing for national pride rather than their pro clubs. Yes, so it was first held in 2006.
Okay, yeah, so it's like 10, 20 years old.
Yeah. So Japan has won the most titles, 3. And
Yeah,
then,
makes
yeah,
sense.
Venezuela just won, making it their first title.
Yep. So
Uh,
yeah, so Japan won in 23, where Shohei Ohtani struck out Mike Trout, which was his teammate at the time. It was a very, very fun game. Classic.
whoa, whoa.
Um, Also, this is crazy. This is your freaking team, by the way. But the USA World Baseball Classic payroll is 339 million, like of all the players. The Dodgers payroll, the Dodgers, just the single organization is 414 million.
That's my team.
It is almost 100 million more.
That's
That
my
is
team.
insane. Not
Let's
really
go.
almost, but that is crazy. This is the
That is
thing. This is
actually
why
really
people hate the
crazy.
Dodgers, is because they spend so much money on their players. But then again, it's like
But I'm like,
if I grew up a Dodger fan, or like if Seattle was doing this, I would have zero problem with it.
what's the issue? Yeah, like, what's the issue? You guys are just haters because your team isn't doing that. Like, sorry?
I guess we're just poor.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Must be nice.
Again, life is all about choices, and you two chose to be those fans. I'm choosing to be a winning team
Yeah,
fan.
I really did have a moment where I could have easily just like become a fan of anyone, and I
That's what I'm
chose
saying. Like,
Seattle.
I don't understand your hate about me being a Dodgers fan. I think it was like, honestly, you're jumping on the bandwagon because you had every opportunity to become a fan of whatever team you wanted, and you chose the teams that you chose. And
So that's a bandwagon.
they were kind of bandwagon teams. Yes, because all your friends are fans
How?
of them.
Okay, I feel like bandwagon though is not used in that sense.
I think it
Also,
absolutely can be.
also,
If
I'm
your
hopping on. No, I'm
friends
not
are all
hopping on the
picking a
team.
team and then you're like, "Oh, I don't have a team, but I'm gonna pick that one." And it's
That would only make
that's
sense
a bandwagon
if
move.
Justin was no, because if Justin was a fan of like Pittsburgh and he talked about them all the time, and then I became a fan of them, yeah, that'd be a random bandwagon. But Seattle is literally the closest to Portland, so like it just like geographically it makes the most sense. So
Yeah,
that's
but
not
like
me.
you
I
have
grew up a Seahawk
no
fan too.
ties to Seattle though. Like that's the
What?
thing.
But Portland doesn't have a baseball team, so who the fuck am I gonna choose?
Exactly.
Also,
So you can choose any. That's why I'm saying like I'm annoyed. Like
I'm gonna go with the team that's closest to me geographically because I also grew up a Seahawk fan, so like
but like
it makes sense that
you just
connection.
didn't have to though. Like that's the
Obviously,
thing
I
is
didn't
like
have
you
to,
guys give me hate because I chose a
but
team.
you
Yeah,
hopped on the Dodgers
it
bandwagon after
looks
they
bad. They
won two
won.
years in a
Yeah,
row.
they won. They won. They won. It looks bad, but it's also like you get to choose whatever team you want. Like you get like
I want more hardship in my life, Courtney. Okay, is that what you want to hear?
all I can tell you is like even if the Mariners had won like 2 years in a row, like I don't think I would have been a fan of them. Like I just genuinely don't think I
Yeah,
would have.
I know you wouldn't.
And so that's why I'm like, you guys are like, oh, bandwagon, bandwagon, like just bandwagon behavior. And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, probably not the most ideal time, but like, I'm also sorry that I'm choosing a winning team. Like, we're
It'd be
gonna keep doing
so funny if
that.
the we is crazy.
Well, I'm just taking after you two because you guys are always like referring to your teams as we. So,
I know I clipped a video last night where it's like we were talking about the Chargers and the amount of times we said, "Oh, we need to do this," or "Man, I would be so happy if we grab this guy," but like we probably will grab this guy.
I
The amount of
know.
times, and the whole time we did not even say the Chargers, so it literally just sounded like us. And I almost don't want to like put it out there because like people are gonna be like,
You're gonna
these
be like,
guys keep
what?
saying we, like they're the owners of this team.
Like they're a part of it or something?
Yeah, it's so funny, but basically the reason we give you a hard time is because it's just funny.
No, it's just because, like, you
And it just
guys
comes down to that.
do anything I do, it comes down to, "Oh, let's, like, figure out how to annoy me."
100%. 100%. Big
Yeah,
homework.
'kay. I'm not even gonna get into that one today. I don't want to.
Um,
But
I don't even know what
anyways,
we're
yeah,
talking about, but yeah.
you had every opportunity to be a fan of whatever team you wanna be, and I chose see, I didn't really choose I haven't, like, fully I feel like I have, like, I didn't really choose, like, a
Mhm.
winning football team, so there's that.
Yeah, you need to choose a football team.
Well, I kind of did.
Who'd you choose?
The Chargers.
Mm. Bandwagon.
See,
Oh, just
like
because Justin and I are Charger fans, you know you're gonna hop on that trend now?
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
We
'cause
just have so much influence over you.
yeah, that just totally makes sense for sure, because if I was hopping on that bandwagon, then I would have never become a Dodgers fan because you guys won't shut up about that, like,
I don't really see the connection between the Dodgers and the Chargers, honestly.
I just can't. I can't.
Just so you know, there's basically no winning. And as
No,
long
I
as you
know.
have that in your mind, then it's okay.
At first, I was like,
As long as you know
"Oh
that
god,"
whatever you
like,
say, it's
that
wrong, it's okay.
yeah, like, at first I was like, "Oh god," like, "That's, like, so bad," like, "Maybe I shouldn't have chosen this team, blah, 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 because of, like, the hate that you 2 gave me," and then I, like, kept thinking about it, and I was like, "You know what? No, like, my argument is so strong, and theirs is just not, like, you guys just wanna give me hate, and, like, just annoying, like, you guys should be, like, proud of me over here, like, you know what? Go you, you chose a team, like, but
That won
instead
2
you're
years back to
upset
back.
because they're winners."
It's like if you ask any sports fan anywhere, ever, and you said, okay, this person became a fan of the Dodgers after they just won 2
No,
World
I
Series back
know.
to
I
back,
I
they would
get
all
it.
say that's a bandwagon. That is
I
why we clown you, because
understand.
it is a bandwagon move, but I do understand your reasoning for becoming a fan of them. But it is like just all in all a bandwagon maneuver.
No, I understand it, but it's
It's
like
also
you
because
just said, I
you're
would have
getting
never
into
won. Like
you're like
any team
getting
that I
into
said.
sports and baseball right now too, so like it makes sense that you like are finding a team, and you do have
Yes.
connections to LA, so it makes sense. Just outside looking in, it's like, oh, that is bandwagon
It
behavior.
just yeah, like I just would have, like you said, I would have never won regardless of the team that I said unless it was like a horrible team.
Nah, then we just be like, why would you ever do that?
Well, you guys probably would have said that, but like then you would have just laughed and been like, okay, good luck, like whatever. But like the
Yeah, true.
fact that like it's a winning team and where they're at, like I get it. I do get it. But anyways, we can move on. You guys are
I
just
think
annoying.
I think it was probably like the timing of it too. It was like right after they had won the World Series. It's like, oh, okay, but
Yeah.
whatever. We're right, you're wrong. Okay, so the next,
They can't
um,
can't down here.
so March Madness has basically started.
Are we doing a bracket?
We're gonna do a bracket. So there's currently 2 teams are playing right now to get into the tournament, and then there's another game at 9:15 or 6:15 your time, to see if they can get into the bracket. So just so you're aware, the 2 teams that are playing are Prairie View is playing Lehigh for the last seed. It's Lehigh is where CJ McCollum went. Prairie View I've never heard of, just a little house
Okay.
on the prairie type thing. Um, and then the
I
other
don't
2
think
teams,
that's what it is.
nah,
Okay.
I'm pretty positive.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
the other 2 teams are SMU,
Mm,
so Southern Methodist University in Texas,
mhm,
and University of Miami, Ohio.
mhm,
And they have an insane record. They went 31-0,
mm.
and then they lost just recently. But
Wait, so am I not doing the whole bracket? Like, it's not
no,
ready
we
to
are.
do?
No,
Oh,
I have it up. But this is just because the games start tomorrow. But
oh,
this is like the 4 teams to get into the full bracket, and I'm really hoping University of Miami, Ohio gets in. Prairie View or Lehigh, I don't really care about, but
okay.
I'm kind of rooting for Prairie View. So I'm gonna share my screen.
You just sounded so weird. I don't really like how you said that.
Yeah, no, I didn't like it either.
Okay.
I'm gonna share my screen, yo. You know what I mean? Type. Okay, it's like trying to find it. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Okay. I need to like make it larger. Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, so we're gonna go through like east, and west on this side, and then we'll like do the first bracket, and then we'll go back down and do this one, and then we'll keep going. I'm realizing I'm
Okay.
pointing at it, but you can't see me pointing, so I don't know why
No,
I'm pointing.
I don't know either.
um, okay, so first round.
Wait. Before we start, I just want everyone to know. So last year we did this. This is one of our first episodes, I think, actually. And now this year we're doing this. I still have no knowledge about these teams.
Well, you'll probably do better than most people then.
It's been a year, but I did take a couple notes. And so I have a couple strategies that I'm going to do this year. Um, I don't really fully understand, but it was based off of some statistics or something. So we'll see how it goes.
I think last year you just went based off like the name and like what you
Yeah,
like.
like I was just like, ooh, what do I feel?
Dude, look, I literally took all these notes today
Oh my god.
on each team, and I'm gonna be wrong, and that's the sick part.
I know what
And
it's
so
gonna
like,
be so funny because like you're gonna be wrong and like mine's probably gonna be like so much better than yours. And I'm gonna be like, do. I have no idea.
well, just yeah. I mean, like you're coming in with not a lot of knowledge, but trust me, you'll probably do better than the majority of people in the world. So
Mm, mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm ready. Let's go.
So, and then I'll kind of give you. Do you want to hear my thoughts during your picks as well? So, like, once you make your choice, it's locked in, and then do you want to hear what I think?
Yeah. Also, can you tell me which round is the Elite Eight? I don't. Is that the Sweet 16?
The Elite Eight is when there's 8 teams. Sweet
So
16
where
is
I
when there's
don't see
16
that.
teams.
Where is that?
So it's like, so we go with Sweet 16. So, why I keep pointing, and I realize you can't see. So it goes from round 64, all 64 teams, then round 32. So half of them are taken out. Again, half taken out, Sweet 16. And then final rounds. So then it gets into 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the Elite Eight.
Okay. Okay.
And then it goes to the Final Four and then your championship.
Cool. Okay. So
Okay.
after the Sweet
So,
16. Okay.
yes. So
Okay.
basically, I mean, just basically everything gets divided by 2 every single time.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. So East, Duke versus Siena.
Duke.
Interesting. Yeah, no, that's a pretty obvious choice.
I'm like, I feel like that's not interesting.
Duke is kind of the team that everyone thinks is going to win the whole thing. Do you want to
Every
know the
year.
3 teams that? Do you want to know the 3 teams that everyone is kind of putting money on, or no?
At the end, I do.
Okay, okay. Ohio State versus TCU.
TCU.
Michaela, right? Um, I TCU is like the hardest team to like. No one really knows much about TCU. I have Ohio State in most of my brackets, but it's really up in the air. It's kind of just a coin flip,
I think
especially at
I'm
the 8
right.
and 9. Cool. St. John's versus Northern Iowa.
Northern Iowa.
Okay. That is a hot take, but that would be pretty crazy. I think some
It's a
people have
hot
St.
take,
John's
but I
getting
think
pretty
I'm
far.
right.
Yeah, I mean, hey, hopefully you are. Um,
Just going in with this
the
confidence this year.
the CEO of TikTok, I think, is giving out $1 billion to anyone who has a perfect bracket.
What if I got one?
Yeah, you never know. I think it's like you literally have like 1 in a quadruple million like chance of getting it.
Well,
But
that's like Warren
you never
Buffett
know.
too. Like every year he's like goes to give, but no one's ever won it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Then Kansas versus CA Baptist.
Mm.
Can't remember.
Uh,
California Baptist.
um, KU.
Let's go. Rock Chalk. Jayhawk. Louisville versus South Florida.
South Florida.
Solid. I kind of agree with that. Michigan State versus North Dakota State.
Michigan.
Cool. Agreed. UCLA versus UCF.
UCLA.
Okay, and that's University of Central Florida. UConn versus Furman.
UConn.
No idea where Furman is.
I'm feeling so confident with this, you guys.
Do you want to just like go from round 32 to the Sweet 16 and then go to the next round, or do you actually no? We'll just finish the first rounds first. Okay. Now onto the West. You can see my screen on the left, on the
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Arizona versus Long Island.
Arizona.
Long Island. Villanova versus Utah State.
Utah State.
I like that choice. Wisconsin versus High Point.
High Point.
Interesting. That's actually one of the upsets that people are kind of paying attention to, possibly. I think Wisconsin could go far though, but Arkansas versus Hawaii.
Arkansas.
Arkansas has one of the best players in the country. I think he had like 50 like a month ago,
I knew that.
but he can't have 50 every night. Hawaii has a really good defense though. BYU versus Texas.
Texas.
Longhorns. BYU has the best player in the country, but their team as a whole is not as good. Gonzaga or Kennesaw State?
Gonzaga.
You thought about that one. Miami versus Missouri. And this is proper University of Miami.
Miami.
I mean, it's kind of up in the air, really. I just hate Missouri. Purdue versus Queens.
Purdue.
Cool. Now down to the south. Florida versus either the winner of this Prairie View game versus Lehigh.
Florida.
Clemson versus Iowa.
Iowa.
Again, those 8 and 9 seeds are just coin flip, really. Vanderbilt versus McNeese. Now, McNeese was in the tourney last year, and they kind of did well, but they were like underdog again. But Vanderbilt's also a very strong team.
McNeese.
Okay. Like it. Nebraska versus Troy.
Nebraska.
Okay, they're pretty good. North Carolina or VCU? Go with your gut.
North Carolina.
It's interesting that you took a long time because I think North Carolina could get upset here because they're missing, I think, their best player. Illinois versus Penn. And Penn is a Ivy League.
Illinois.
Illinois is a really big team. I think they could do something, but they always get upset in March Madness, which sucks. St. Mary's versus Texas A&M.
St. Mary's.
Agreed. I think Texas A&M is not very good. Houston versus Idaho. The land of the potato.
Houston.
Hell
the
yeah.
land of the potato.
I don't think Idaho has been in the tourney since like 1970 or something.
Oh
no. And they're gonna get clipped. So Michigan versus Howard.
Michigan.
Yeah, that should be an easy win. Georgia versus St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Texas Tech versus Akron.
Akron.
Alabama versus Hofstra.
Alabama.
Bama. It's for Rob.
Yeah.
Where my snakes at?
For Rob. Rob, I love you.
Virginia versus Wright State.
Wait, you skipped one.
Oh, oops. Tennessee versus SMU, or Tennessee versus the winner of Miami, Ohio versus SMU. And I think my University of Miami, Ohio will win this game versus SMU.
Let's do. Wait, what teams?
So it's Tennessee who's locked in here, and then tonight, University of Miami, Ohio, is playing SMU, and the winner of that will then play Tennessee.
Tennessee. That's just too much right there.
Virginia versus Wright State. Oh my God, versus Wright State.
Virginia.
I kept wanting to say Wright Street. Kentucky versus Santa Clara. Hey, shout out Santa Clara.
Kentucky.
My aunt went to Santa Clara.
Really?
And my cousin. And my uncle. What am I saying? 3 people in my family.
And everyone I know.
Yeah. Iowa State versus Tennessee State.
Iowa State.
You know what's interesting is that a lot of the upsets that you chose are like upsets that a lot of people think could happen, which is
really
interesting.
Wait,
yeah,
oh my God.
Like I have St. Louis beating Georgia in a lot of my brackets. I have Akron beating them quite a bit. I don't have Tennessee winning a lot, but I have McNeese in one of mine. I don't have UNC doing much. But yeah, some of these I was like, you chose, and I was like, oh shit.
Wait,
like,
okay.
Like, how does she know? Or like South Florida, I was like, yeah, that's a chance too. So I'm like, how the fuck? What does she know?
Wait, like I low-key like feel like this is gonna be a good bracket. Like And
Wait, I
again, I know
low-key like
nothing about these teams.
I
Nothing.
low-key like ate that.
I'm like actually really good at this.
Like, okay, I keep moving my freaking like the screen around to like move you out of the way, and I can just move you to the top. I don't know why I'm not doing that. Like, it just
Oh,
get you out of the way completely. Like, it's crazy.
oh, cool.
Um,
Just check me out. Okay.
well, no, like, I can still see you, but it's like now you're up here if you see my mouse as opposed to like down here. Doesn't matter, whatever. All right, round of 32, Duke versus TCU.
Duke.
Northern Iowa versus Kansas.
Mm, Kansas.
I'll give you my thoughts on all this. Actually, at the end, I realize. All right, South Florida versus Michigan State.
Um, South Florida.
Damn. UCLA versus UConn.
UCLA.
Damn. Really trying to stay in the LA thing, huh? Stay off that bandwagon, huh? Trying to beat those allegations.
Yeah.
Um, Arizona versus Utah State.
Uh, Arizona.
High Point versus Arkansas. Arkansas.
Um, High Point.
Type shit. Texas versus Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Miami versus Purdue.
Ooh, Miami.
Okay, now back to the South. Florida versus Iowa.
Florida.
McNeese versus Nebraska.
Uh, my gosh, I don't know. Um, Again, I know nothing about this. McNeese.
Uh, North Carolina versus Illinois.
Uh,
Illinois.
North Carolina.
St. Mary's versus Houston.
St. Mary's.
Damn, you're going with a lot of upsets. Okay. Now Midwest. Michigan versus St. Louis.
Michigan.
Okay. Akron versus Alabama. How much do you trust Rob? Are you Mora or are you Candace?
I know I just love Rob. Alabama.
I'm just Ken. Tennessee versus Virginia.
Um, Tennessee.
Kentucky versus Iowa State.
Kentucky.
All right. Now we are in the Sweet 16. Now we go back up. Um, Duke versus Kansas. Such a classic matchup right here.
Duke.
My school versus Emily's school, my cousin. South Florida versus UCLA.
Oh, I was like, where am I? Oh, okay. UCLA.
All right, now to the West. Arizona versus High Point.
Mm, I don't know why, but like I really want High Point, but I just like literally don't even know where that is. But like maybe I should do that.
Well, you never know.
I'm
Any
just like
given Sunday.
don't really want Arizona to like keep going. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna do it. High Point.
Hey,
Because I
Gonzaga versus Miami.
have no idea why though. Miami.
Just marked certain times so I can clip it. All right. Now they're in the Elite Eight. Now back down back down to the South. Florida versus McNeese.
Uh, Florida.
North Carolina versus St. Mary's.
St. Mary's.
Hey, wait, look, 6'7", 6'7". All right, now to the Midwest. Michigan versus Rob.
Wait, like I just think I have to do it for Rob at this point. Alabama.
I mean, honestly, the people that do best in this are just the people who have just a random fucking tie to a team. It's like, oh yeah, like this guy I had a crush on went to St. Mary's, like that I saw, or like my friend's older brother went to St. Mary's and I had a fat crush on him back when I was like in middle school, and so I'm gonna choose that team. Like it's like
So
always
funny.
something crazy, like
Like
something random.
what?
Yeah. Tennessee versus Kentucky.
Kentucky.
All right, now we're in the Elite Eight. So back up
Oh my
to
god.
here.
Wait,
So
what? We're in the elite. So we already picked the elite eight, or
we're now in the Elite Eight
what does that
because
mean?
it's these four teams and these four teams.
So those are the elite eight then, right?
Yeah, this is the Elite Eight. Yep.
So now I'm
And then
picking for final round.
no, you're picking for the Final Four,
Okay.
and
So
then you'll
I
be
already picked for the elite eight then.
yes, you picked the teams that are in the Elite Eight now, but you
Okay.
are now picking to get into the Final Four.
Okay.
So because it's basically one team from each like area, Midwest, uh, North, South.
Okay. So now this is final four.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Duke versus UCLA.
Um. Uh. uh, Duke.
High Point versus Miami.
Miami.
So confident. Um, all right, Florida versus St. Mary's.
Didn't Florida win last year?
They did.
Florida.
I was going to tell you that later, but you already knew. Rob versus Kentucky.
Rob.
Those theirs are pretty close. Okay, now your
Rob.
Final Four.
Holy shit. Okay.
So
That's
to get
tough.
to Indiana in the national championship, we have Duke or Florida.
Hmm. I just don't know. Duke.
Now to get to Indiana for the championship game, Miami or Alabama/Rob.
Rob.
Now the championship game. Do we have Duke or do we have Alabama? And what do you think the total point scores will be?
Oh yeah. Okay, wait. I need to remind me like what the like because I can't
Well,
remember what I guessed
we
last
can
year.
preview the amount of points that these teams average. Um, so Duke averages 82 points and Alabama averages 91 points a game. But Duke does not
Okay.
allow teams to score that much. So if you can
Okay.
say the final score for each team, and then I can just add it up.
Oh, so I have to say for each score, I can just say the total.
You can say the total, but like if you think like Alabama or Duke are going to win like 83-80, then you can just say that, and I'll just add it up.
Okay. I'm gonna go with something crazy.
Yeah, but who
I
do you
think
want? Who do you think is going to win?
I think Alabama, and I think the total points is gonna be Wait, can you score like any number in basketball, or does it have to be like?
I mean, yeah. I mean, people aren't really scoring like over 200 points for one single team,
No, no,
but
no. I'm saying like I'm trying to think of like, is it like? Never mind. I think it's gonna be 158 points total.
solid guess. Basically, each team is putting up around like 80 something. Here, I'll hit enter. All right, you locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Submit bracket.
Wait, I'm
All right.
so interested what you have to say. Rob, I did this
Yeah.
for you.
I'm gonna share this real quick with second string. All right. So now we can kind of go through it, and I'll give you my thoughts.
Yeah,
Um.
I'm like so curious.
Well, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. You can still see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So at first I was like, dang, okay. Like some interesting choices that I agree with. So
Wait,
Duke,
really?
Duke, yeah, I think that's a clear. The Duke's a favorite, so that's clear. I'm taking Ohio State in most of my brackets, but this is a coin flip game, so it's really just like luck of the draw, I guess.
Mm,
Um, St. John's could I have St. John's beating Duke in one of my brackets, so
mm,
like I have them getting pretty far. So I really do not think St. John's is going to lose the first game, and I think they can beat Kansas as well, because Kansas is a very, very inconsistent up and down team. Like
mm,
when they're good, they look like the best team in the country, but when they're bad, like they look fucking terrible.
mm.
Um, they have one of the best players in the country, but like half the time he doesn't even play, because he'll literally just like at halftime be like, yeah, I'm done, because
Oh,
he'll have like 23 points in the first half, and they'll be winning by like 15. He'll just like quit.
ew.
Um, so that's awesome mentality. But yeah, I mean, 5 versus 12, like
Mm,
this is one of the more common upset spots. So you never know. And St. John's kind of has they can kind of come into the tourney not great. Um, Kansas, I already told you. So like I do have California Baptist beating Kansas in like one of my brackets, but I think Kansas will win this game and then win the next, unless they're playing Northern Iowa. Then I think they'll win. Um, Louisville versus South Florida. I think South Florida I think that's a fine choice. I think Louisville will win, but this again could be an upset for sure. Michigan State. I think Michigan State will easily win this game. This is kind of a toss up. So UCLA plays really slow, and they're like not that strong. But UCF also is not very good. So I think UCLA will win this game. So I think that's good. UConn versus Furman. I think that's like clear. Um, Arizona versus Long Island. Yeah, Arizona. So the three teams are projected to win the whole thing. That with the highest
mm.
is Duke, Arizona, and Michigan.
Oh, okay.
So I have Arizona winning in most of my brackets.
Dang.
um, so against Long Island, that's a good choice. I think Arizona's gonna fucking destroy them. Um, Villanova versus Utah State. I think I think Utah State's a good choice. I think they'll win. Now Wisconsin versus High Point. The thing is, I think Wisconsin could make it to the Elite Eight,
Mm,
but High Point also could upset them.
mm,
So I don't hate this choice. Um, Arkansas versus Hawaii. Like this is a possible upset, but a lot of people have Arkansas going really far. So
mm,
I think that's fine. I think they'll probably win. BYU versus Texas. I think that's fine. BYU is not very good. They just have one really, really good player. Gonzaga versus Kennesaw State. Yeah, Gonzaga. I think that's a clear choice. Miami versus Missouri. It's kind of up in the air as well. I don't think Missouri's that good, but they're also the SEC, so like they could, or the Big 12 or whatever. But
mm.
I think Miami will probably win. Purdue versus Queens. Yeah, I think Purdue's going to win that. Florida versus whoever wins this game. I think Florida will win, so I think that's good. Clemson versus Iowa, pretty up in the air. But again, I think I like Iowa as well, so I'm going to choose them. Vanderbilt versus McNeese. This is really interesting because McNeese had upsets last year.
Mm,
So like that very much could happen again. But Vanderbilt is also a pretty strong team.
mm,
And they're coming in hot. But we'll see. You never know. Sometimes teams look like they're ready and they're not. Nebraska versus Troy. I think that's good. I think Nebraska could go far. UNC versus VCU. I have VCU winning in some of these because UNC is missing their best player.
mm,
But you never know. Illinois versus Penn. I think Illinois will win that for sure. St. Mary's, Texas A&M. I agree. I think Texas A&M is not very good. Houston versus Idaho. Yeah, I think that's pretty clear. Michigan versus Howard. Yep. St. Louis versus Georgia. I have St. Louis in most of my brackets beating Georgia as well, which usually is my downfall because I like just rely on one team to win every single time. This was a surprise choice. I did not expect you to do.
mm,
Because I agree.
mm.
I think Akron will beat Texas Tech.
Go me.
Um,
Go me. Mm-mm.
Bama versus Hofstra. I think that's good. I also do have Hofstra beating Bama in one of my brackets because I think Bama's not that great,
Oh
but you
shit.
never know.
I just have them winning. I'm like,
The whole thing. But that's the thing. You never know. Like maybe that'll be the hardest
well, like
opponent.
last year, I'm pretty sure you guys like didn't say anything about Florida. I want to say that, and like I feel like I had Florida going kind of far.
I just remember your bracket was not very good, like partway through, and I remember having a good bracket, but I don't know if I had Florida winning the whole thing.
Hey, you, of course, you're like, yeah, mine was good, yours was bad. That's all I remember.
Well, I do literally remember saying like, "Oh yeah, Courtney, you look your bracket's at like a 32% chance right now or something."
Yikers. Okay. Anyways, keep
Oh,
going.
there's a way I can go back and look. Um, Tennessee versus whoever wins this game. I think University of Miami, Ohio will win this game, and I think they'll
Wait,
beat
I was
Tennessee.
literally gonna say them, but I was just like confused by their name.
Yeah, no, you're definitely a little confused in this moment, but that's fair because it's like University of Miami, Ohio is such a long thing to say, and then
When
it's
I was
like
just like,
versus
I'm just getting too
SMU, and
much.
then they play the winner.
I was like, it's too much.
This is it's confusing. But I think Ohio, Miami will win. I don't think Tennessee's very strong. Virginia versus Wright State. Why do I keep messing that up? I think Virginia will win. I think that's good. Kentucky versus Santa Clara. I think this is a little up in the air. Kentucky will probably win, but I want Santa Clara to win.
Mm.
Iowa State is one of the strongest teams in the bracket, so I think Iowa State's a good choice. And then Duke versus TCU. Yeah, I think that's pretty clear. Again, Kansas I think would win this matchup, but if this is St. John's, I think Kansas is not winning. Here I have Michigan State. I think Michigan
Mm.
State is going to go to the Elite Eight.
Mm.
But again, you never know. So this could end up being a good choice. UCLA versus UConn. I don't think UCLA is very good, so I think UConn will take that. Arizona versus Utah State. I think that's a good choice. Arizona's very good. I think this is a crazy choice, but again, you never know. Arkansas has like one good player, and that's kind of it. So again, if High Point shuts them down, shuts Wisconsin and them down, like that'd be tough because those are two very good fucking teams. Texas for Gonzaga. I think that's
I
okay.
don't
I don't
even
think
know where High
Gonzaga,
Point is. Like, why
bro. I
did I
don't fucking know
pick
where they are either.
that? I was just like, yeah, I feel that.
You're like really strong feeling about this team that you just know nothing about. Well, they're in the SEC. So this is the
Ah!
percentage. um,
Oh my god. That's
hey,
so
but you
bad.
never know. Never know.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm not
um,
panicking, just panicking a little bit.
Gonzaga, I don't think is not nearly as good as people think they are,
Mm.
but or at least their rank is not. But I think they can probably beat Texas. Miami versus Purdue. I think Purdue is better. I mean, Purdue is better, but again, you never know. Florida versus Iowa. I think Florida wins this. I think Florida's not as strong as they were last year, but I think that makes sense. I'm taking Nebraska here all day, but you never know. Again, Illinois, I think, is one of the dark horses in this thing, and I think UNC will win the first game maybe and then lose the second round. So I disagree with this, but again, you never know. I would take Houston over St. Mary's here, but St. Mary's has been playing pretty well, so you can't hate it. Michigan, yeah, clear. Um, this is interesting because like Akron's good, Alabama's good, but they're not like top seeded team. So like I think either one's fine, but Alabama's probably the better choice. But it would have been sick to see Akron. Here I would go with Virginia, but I think both these teams are like not super great. Here I would have gone Iowa State for sure. I think Iowa State's way better than Kentucky, but again, you never know. And then here Duke over Kansas, agreed. In this matchup, I would agree UCLA versus South Florida, but UCLA plays slow, so you never know. This was wild.
Feel like, why did I have them going so far when I literally don't even know where they are? I don't
But you
know.
never know. That's the thing. Like Arizona lost to like a number 15 or 16 seed like a few years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and they were projected to win the whole thing, and that fucked everyone's bracket. But yeah, that's the thing. Like if you can't be like too. It's kind of like traders where it's like you can't be too trusting of someone because like you never know what's gonna happen,
Yeah.
which makes it so tough. And that's like this like there's always a team where I'm kind of like, oh, easy win, and I overlook it,
Mm.
and it'll be like a 9-8, like Villanova versus Utah State. I'm like, oh, Utah State's gonna win this, and they end up losing. I think literally Utah State did this to me last year, where I was like, oh, they got it, and then they lost, and I'm just like, why the fuck was I so trusting in this team, and it
That's
just
so
like
funny.
backfired. Yeah, I feel nothing towards these teams in this area, honestly.
Mm.
But Miami versus Kentucky, you never know. Um, Florida versus McNeese, yeah. St. Mary's versus North Carolina, yeah, I agree with that. Um, this is also crazy because Michigan's really good, but again, you never know.
Mm.
Um,
I did it for Rob.
yeah, I would take Kentucky over Tennessee as well. And then these teams, Duke versus UCLA, agreed. Miami versus here, you finally got off your high point, high horse. Agreed with Miami. Also, Prairie View is about to win, so Prairie View will be playing whatever team that was.
Mm.
Um, and then they'll be playing Florida, and they'll probably get clapped. Florida versus I already did that. Florida versus St. Mary's, agreed. Bama versus Kentucky, agreed. Final Four, Duke versus Florida, agreed. Bama versus Miami, agreed. But this I would disagree with. But
I
yeah,
just feel like picking Duke was just like not it. I don't know.
no, that's the thing. It's like it's tough to just be like, oh, I'm gonna go with that team because everyone's choosing that team. But then it's like, oh, I'm going against the grain. But at the same time, it's like, well, they are projected to win it, so it's like,
Yeah. Okay, do you want to hear my notes though?
yeah,
So these are my notes. Pick 12 seed to beat 5. So I did
yeah,
that.
fair.
Pick 11 to beat 6. So I did that. Pick 7 to go all the way to Elite 8. So I did that. Do not pick 2 seed to win it all. And do
Mm.
not pick number 1 seed to win it all. Pick 9 over 8 and never pick 16 or 15. Those are my notes.
Did you look this up?
I just saw one video, and that's what it said.
Yeah,
I
I
literally
mean
did
that's kind.
no research. That's it. But I'm like, okay, I came in with that, whereas like last year, I just was like, oh, I like that name. Like,
Yeah.
sure. Clearly, I still kind of did that this year, but like I went based off of this one video. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm curious how well it will work.
Yeah, I'm naming your bracket right now just so I don't get lost.
That's funny.
Courtney's. I also invited you to join the bracket thing, so like you can also go and make your own bracket if you want.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. Maybe.
Um, you won't. That's fine. But
Hmm.
yeah, no, those are pretty good general notes. I definitely agree on the 15 and 16 seed. I'm trying to remember what your other notes were. Like, oh, well, I mean, never choose the number 1 seed to win it all. The thing is that like last year, all the teams in the Final Four were all the number 1 teams. So it's like, I mean, it's rare to have all number 1s, but like it's likely going to be 2 or 3 number 1s.
Why did you say that?
I just think that Rob.
Wait, but you
He's
just
a
like
traitor.
changed it in like such a weird timing to a twee. Like it sounded like a little kid. Like you didn't even
Oh, well,
sound.
it's like Irish. They'll be like, oh, like twee, like
I thought it was like
one or two
tree.
twee.
It's like tree.
Yeah, kind of. But
I think.
it, I think. It's so funny. I love that. Um, yeah, but I think that like it's usually like one or two or three number one seeds, and then there's like a number four seed or number two seed in there. It's usually never all number ones.
But in my
And then a few
case,
years
there's a
ago,
number 4. I mean, they're winning it.
yeah, you had a number four and a number seven, and then you had two number ones. So I think that I mean it's not bad, honestly. You never. I mean, like I'm pretty sure number eight seed like won it a few years ago. So
I guess. Yeah.
you literally never
You
know.
never know.
And
You
now
just
I need to
never
fill
know.
out my brackets as well. But
Yeah,
um, yeah. Do you have any games or anything you want to do?
I do. I just like don't want to be on here that long.
I was gonna say we can call it soon, sooner than later.
This one I just thought was funny. It's like I thought it was funny for you because you are into acting. I don't know if you'll want to do this, but it's called Press Conference Meltdown. And so how it works is I'll give you a ridiculous scenario and then you have to respond like an athlete in a press conference.
Oh,
So
interesting.
like serious tone only, like action. And that's it. And so like there's just like a couple.
Okay, I'm curious. Yeah, sure. Let's try it.
Okay, so why does your
Because like in a press conference they would have their.
okay, fine.
I'm
Okay,
just kidding.
press conference meltdown. You just got traded because you ate your teammates' meal prep.
What's the question?
Well, like that's the prompt. Like then you have to like
Well, I feel like if it's a press conference, you have to ask me a question.
okay, fine. Okay. Press conference meltdown. You just got traded because you ate your teammates' meal prep. How do you feel about that?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's business. So I mean, whatever they need me to do, I guess. So I mean, it's kind of unfortunate that that's the reasoning. I feel like that's not that big of a deal, but I guess we have some petty people on this team. But yeah, it's business at the end of the day. So, but I'm excited for this new opportunity with this new team. And I've always wanted to play for an organization like this. So I'm happy to be here, ready to get to work.
Okay, I don't know how you did that without laughing. Like I literally
It was really hard because you were like cracking up, and I really like I had to stop myself from smiling a couple
I know,
times.
I could tell. Okay, that was like a good practice one. I just have like 3 more. So let's just do a couple more and then we could bring this on like next week. I could like do more. Whatever.
This could be also a good overshare thing too,
Yeah.
but not sports. But
Yeah. Okay, press conference meltdown. You missed a game-winning shot tonight because you were distracted by a fan. What did that fan do that was so distracting?
show them.
Hey,
Sorry, no, I'm start over.
I just did so well in my question.
Start over because that wouldn't be the reason. But yeah, okay.
Okay, press conference meltdown. You missed a game-winning shot tonight because you were distracted by a fan. What did that fan do that was so distracting?
Um, I mean, the thing is, when you're on the court, you hear a lot of things that TV doesn't pick up, and this fan was saying a lot of derogatory things towards me that were insanely disrespectful that did pierce my skin and get in my head. So, I mean, it wasn't fully on them, but I think I need to be better at locking in and spacing out the fans because something like that shouldn't get to me. But when you bring up my family, it is obviously it obviously hurts. So I would say that Fan needs to kind of reflect on his own life a little bit and why he's saying that kind of stuff. Also, I think we need to get him out, but ultimately, I shouldn't let someone comments like that distract me from the game. Um, but looking at my stats right here, I did shoot pretty well. So obviously, I was shooting well all night. So I'm gonna keep shooting it either way. But I can't let something like that distract me next time.
That was actually pretty good. Like at first I was like, where is he going with this? And I was like, okay. Like I could see an athlete answering like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, I'm not an athlete.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Press conference meltdown. Tonight you were guaranteed a win and you guys lost by 40. The team's blaming you. What could you have done differently?
I mean, it all comes down to mental. I think clearly we thought we were going to win this game, and we just obviously underestimate our opponent. So we need to next time not do that. We need to really pay attention to the film. Obviously, I need to be better because I mean, as the leader of this team, um, I need to show up, and it starts with me. So I got to show up in the locker room and the prep and game time, timeouts everywhere. So next time we avoid something like this because obviously a game where you're quote unquote expected to win and you lose by 40 is never good. So I mean, a lot of reflection will go into tomorrow. We'll go home, we'll have a day, and then earlier later on this week we'll address it and we'll be better next week.
Mhm. Okay, that's great. Going off of that question, you said you needed to reflect. You got benched tonight for celebrating too early. How are you going to reflect on that?
Next question.
Done. Just stumped.
um, yeah, obviously that was a bad choice of mine. I think I was just too much in the game, underestimated the other team. I don't know why I was celebrating, but clearly I was happy about something. But again, it starts with me, so I just need to be better. All
Yeah.
glory to God.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, well that was I think I had more, but it would be like
I'm just here so I don't get fined. That is kind of like a fun
yeah,
thing
there's
to
like a
do for
ton of like other
for
ones.
overshare.
Yeah, like this one's so
What?
funny. Uh, you accidentally liked a post saying your coach should be fired. Was this an accident?
That wasn't my account. I don't run my social media account, so that wasn't me. So I don't know where that came from.
Did you mean to like it from a burner account?
I don't run my account, so whoever did that, that was not me.
How long have you felt
I feel
this
like that'd
way?
be. Wait, what?
How long have you felt this way?
What do you mean?
It was clearly you.
Like I said, I don't run my social media account, and that's all I'm
You
gonna
just
say
like
about that.
start to get like angrier and angrier. And you're like,
Do you understand?
anyways, um, yeah, this is fun too. Like we could like change it and like make it funnier. So like we could play like the emotion card. So before you answer, like we have to assign a vibe. So you have to be like overly defensive or about to cry. And then the another one is like PR step in mid answer. I would like interrupt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
It'd be funny to
breaking
do this with
news add
Justin too and
on.
see how he does it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Breaking
because
news add on
I want to do
halfway
one with
through,
you
drop a
where
bomb.
you've been traded. It's like, oh,
Well, this one's reports are now saying it was 2 meals, not one.
again, it's a business. I guess that was enough to trade me.
And then you could like change it too. So it's like there's scoring. So you can add 2 points for staying in character, add 2 points for making everyone laugh, -3 if you
Mm,
break character.
that's funny.
winner is the media trained athlete of the week, and the loser has to do a ridiculous outro.
That's funny. I like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you should bring that to Overshared. I like the idea, and I'll try to think of things to ask you too.
Yeah, we can do more of it, but definitely have to go because I gotta go for a walk.
Hot girl walk. Yeah.
Hot girl walk. Let's go.
Cool. Yeah, well, Prairie View just won by 12. So
Cool.
this other game will start in 30 minutes. But yes, guys, that is episode 57 without Justin. Thank goodness.
Except
Just
for
kidding.
he needs the heat because he just got excused.
All right, bye guys.
No, not bye.
But
Everyone
yeah,
stay tuned because my bracket is now complete. So
we'll see how
keep
that
y'all
goes. That'll
updated.
be interesting. I need to now go fill out some more brackets. There's also a women's
He's gonna
bracket I need to
copy
fill out
mine.
too. Definitely will not be copying Courtney's. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys. We're headed back to Courtney's headed back to the bench, as we all know.
No, I'm not.
Justin's been cut from the team, so that's why he's not here.
Justin, yeah, Justin's cut.
But yeah, anyways, peace.